Welcome to our channel with new interesting episode. Beneath the surface of the earth lies a hidden world, untouched and waiting to be discovered. History is often buried, hidden beneath layers of rock, soil, and water, waiting for the right moment to reveal its secrets. Florida, a state known for its beautiful coastlines, vast wetlands, and mysterious landscapes, has always been a place filled with wonder. But recent discoveries have unveiled secrets that could completely change everything we thought we knew about the past. These findings range from hidden caves filled with prehistoric fossils to an ancient underwater forest and even massive fossilized shark teeth that belonged to one of the most fearsome predators to ever roam the oceans. Each of these discoveries tells a different story about Florida's past, giving scientists new insights into ancient creatures, human history, and even climate changes that shaped the world as we know it today. The discovery of an incredible hidden cave system in central Florida began by chance, as many great discoveries do. Divers exploring an uncharted underwater cave system stumbled upon something they never expected to find. These caves had been submerged for thousands of years, untouched by human hands. As they explored deeper into the cave, they began to notice something remarkable. The walls of the cave contained fossils of prehistoric creatures, embedded in the rock like a frozen moment in time. Some of these creatures existed long before humans even walked the earth. But what shocked researchers the most was the discovery of artifacts, stone tools and pottery fragments that suggested humans had been in these caves long before recorded history ever acknowledged their presence. The fossils found in the caves were just as fascinating as the artifacts. Among the remains were the bones of enormous prehistoric creatures, including giant sloths and saber-toothed cats. These animals once roamed Florida, living in a time when the landscape was vastly different from what it is today. The walls of the cave shimmered with deposits of calcite, and delicate stalactites and stalagmites decorated the underground chambers, hinting at a geological history that spanned millions of years. Scientists are now faced with even more questions. How did these early humans survive in such an environment? Why did they venture into these caves? Could they have lived alongside these massive prehistoric creatures? The more researchers uncover, the more mysteries arise, making this one of the most exciting discoveries in recent history. Not far from these hidden caves, another mind-blowing discovery was made beneath the waters of the Gulf of Mexico. A team of divers exploring off Florida's Gulf Coast came across something that seemed impossible: an entire ancient forest, perfectly preserved underwater. This submerged cypress forest, estimated to be over 60,000 years old, stood like a silent witness to a time when the sea levels were much lower, and this area was once dry land. The trees, although submerged for thousands of years, remained remarkably well preserved, almost as if they had been frozen in time. This discovery offered an incredible look into the past, allowing scientists to study an ancient ecosystem that had remained hidden beneath the ocean for tens of thousands of years. Researchers carefully examined the preserved tree rings and pollen samples, uncovering valuable information about the climate and environment from thousands of years ago. The discovery of this forest provides scientists with an opportunity to understand how the world's climate has changed over time. By studying the conditions that preserved this forest, scientists hope to gain insights into how past climate shifts impacted the environment, which could help predict how current and future climate changes might affect the planet. The idea of diving into the ocean and stumbling upon a perfectly preserved ancient forest sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but this discovery is very real and could offer new clues about the history of Earth's climate and the way ecosystems adapted to environmental shifts. As if these discoveries weren't astonishing enough, another incredible find occurred near Venice, Florida, where fossil hunters searching through sediment and rock made a discovery that left scientists in awe. They uncovered a collection of massive fossilized shark teeth, which belonged to none other than the extinct Megalodon. This prehistoric shark was one of the most powerful predators to ever exist, dominating the oceans millions of years ago. Some of the teeth found measured over 6 inches in length, making them some of the largest Megalodon teeth ever discovered. The condition of these teeth was pristine, suggesting they had been buried rapidly, possibly due to a sudden geological event that protected them from erosion. The discovery of these teeth provides valuable information about this ancient predator. By studying the teeth, scientists can determine what the Megalodon ate, how it hunted, and even how it migrated through the oceans. These massive sharks were believed to have been the ultimate apex predators, capable of taking down whales and other large marine animals with their powerful jaws and razor-sharp teeth. However, despite their dominance, they eventually went extinct. Researchers are still working to understand what led to their extinction, and these newly discovered fossils might hold some of the answers. Some scientists believe that changes in ocean temperatures, food supply shortages, or competition from other predators could have played a role in the megalodon's disappearance. Each of these discoveries, hidden caves with prehistoric fossils and human artifacts, an ancient underwater forest preserved for thousands of years, and massive fossilized shark teeth, tells a unique story about Florida's past. These findings are not just important for understanding the history of the state but also for understanding how ancient ecosystems functioned, how climate changes affected both animals and humans, and how Earth itself has evolved over time. With each new discovery, scientists are uncovering pieces of a puzzle that is far from complete. Florida has always been a place of mystery, with its vast landscapes and unique environment hiding secrets beneath its surface. These discoveries prove that there is still so much we don't know about our world. What else could be hidden beneath the land, the water, or even deep underground? As researchers continue to explore, they may find even more evidence that changes everything we thought we knew. These recent discoveries have already challenged our understanding of history, and who knows what future explorations might reveal. Florida may not just be home to beautiful beaches and swamps, it may also hold the key to unlocking secrets that could change the way we view the world. Florida has always been a land filled with mysteries, and every new discovery seems to add another layer to its fascinating history. One of the most exciting finds in recent years has been the uncovering of an ancient coral reef, fossilized over millions of years. Geologists studying Florida's limestone bedrock discovered remnants of a reef that once thrived nearly 12 million years ago. At that time, much of the state was covered by warm, shallow seas, providing the perfect conditions for coral to grow. Now, long after those waters have receded, the intricate patterns of the fossilized coral offer a glimpse into a once thriving marine ecosystem. Studying these ancient reefs could provide valuable insights into how modern coral systems might respond to environmental challenges like rising ocean temperatures and acidification. Understanding how these ecosystems adapted in the past could help scientists predict how they might change in the future. Florida's underground world is just as remarkable as its coastline. The state's unique karst topography has long been known for its many springs and sinkholes, but recent advancements in geophysical imaging have revealed something even more astonishing: an extensive network of underground rivers and hidden aquifers. These subterranean waterways not only sustain natural ecosystems but also serve as an essential resource for Florida's growing population. The discovery of these hidden rivers raises important questions about how to protect and manage these fragile water systems, especially as climate change and urban development continue to put pressure on the region's natural resources. These underground rivers remain largely unexplored, adding to the sense that there is still an entire world beneath Florida's surface that scientists have barely begun to understand. One of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries in recent years took place near Florida's Gulf Coast, where researchers stumbled upon a prehistoric burial site that had remained hidden for nearly 8,000 years. This site, submerged in a peat bog, contained human remains and artifacts that had been perfectly preserved by the acidic water. Tools made from bone and wood, along with woven textiles, suggest that this was once the home of a sophisticated culture that thrived in the region long before European explorers ever arrived. This discovery has sparked debates among researchers about early human migration patterns and cultural practices, shedding new light on an often overlooked chapter of Florida's history. The fact that these ancient people left behind such well-preserved artifacts suggests that they had advanced knowledge of their environment and the ability to craft tools and textiles suited to their way of life. Paleontologists working in southern Florida recently made another exciting discovery: fossils of a species of giant turtle that once roamed the region's wetlands and rivers. These massive reptiles, with shells spanning over 13 feet, lived during the Pliocene epoch, a time when Florida's landscape looked very different from today. Fossils of these ancient turtles help scientists piece together a picture of the prehistoric world they inhabited. They coexisted with other large creatures, including mammoths and dire wolves, which suggests that Florida's ancient ecosystems were home to an incredible variety of wildlife. Studying these fossils not only reveals details about the past but also helps scientists understand how changes in climate and habitat may have affected these massive creatures over time. Adding to the intrigue, researchers recently uncovered fragments of a meteorite buried deep within Florida's wetlands. This discovery connects the Earth's surface with the vastness of space, offering a rare opportunity to study the history of our solar system. These extraterrestrial remnants, believed to have impacted the Earth millions of years ago, contain rare metals and minerals that could provide insight into the conditions that existed when the solar system was still forming. The presence of these meteorite fragments in Florida's wetlands raises even more questions. Could this impact have influenced the landscape, altering patterns of sedimentation and water flow in ways that shaped the region's wetlands over time? The idea that something from outer space could have played a role in shaping Florida's environment is fascinating, and scientists are eager to learn more. Another exciting find took place in the Everglades, where excavations uncovered fossilized mangrove roots that date back tens of thousands of years. These ancient remnants provide a historical record of how mangrove forests have adapted to changing environmental conditions over millennia. Mangroves are known for their resilience, with deep root systems that anchor soil, reduce erosion, and provide essential habitats for countless species. By studying these fossilized roots, researchers can better understand how mangroves responded to past sea level changes and climate shifts, offering important clues about how they might continue to adapt in the face of modern environmental challenges such as rising sea levels and global warming. These findings also reveal details about Florida's prehistoric environment, showing how vegetation patterns, sedimentation, and water movement have shaped the landscape over thousands of years. Along Florida's coastline, ancient shell middens, large heaps of discarded shells left behind by prehistoric coastal communities, have provided archaeologists with invaluable insights into the diets and lifestyles of early inhabitants. These middens, made up mostly of mollusk shells, fish bones, and other food remnants, serve as a tangible record of how humans interacted with their environment thousands of years ago. Far from being simple garbage piles, these middens reveal patterns of resource use, seasonal habitation, and the ecological knowledge of early coastal communities. The variety of shells found in these middens, including oysters, clams, and conchs, reflects the availability of marine resources at the time. The presence of tools and ornaments made from shells, bones, and stones further suggests that these people were highly skilled in crafting both practical and decorative items. Some of the artifacts found at these sites, such as fish hooks, spear points, and beads, show that these communities relied heavily on the ocean not just for food, but for trade and cultural expression as well. These shell middens are windows into the past, offering clues about how early humans adapted to coastal environments and how their traditions evolved over time. Florida is a land filled with secrets, and each new discovery only adds to the sense that there is still so much more waiting to be uncovered. From ancient coral reefs and hidden underground rivers to prehistoric burial sites and fossilized remains of giant creatures, these findings remind us that history is constantly being rewritten. As researchers continue to explore, who knows what other incredible discoveries might be hiding beneath Florida's surface? Whether buried deep underground, hidden beneath the waters, or waiting to be uncovered in remote landscapes, the past still has many stories to tell. Every piece of evidence uncovered brings us one step closer to understanding the world as it once was, offering a deeper appreciation for the history that has shaped the land we see today. Florida's hidden past is like a giant puzzle, with each new discovery adding another piece to the larger picture of its ancient history. From fossilized coral reefs that thrived millions of years ago to the remains of prehistoric creatures that once roamed its wetlands, the state's landscape holds secrets that are only now coming to light. The vast network of subterranean rivers and hidden aquifers has reshaped our understanding of Florida's underground water systems, highlighting their importance for both natural ecosystems and human survival. The discovery of an ancient burial site, perfectly preserved in a peat bog for nearly 8,000 years, has provided a rare glimpse into the lives of early humans, challenging previous theories about migration patterns and cultural development in the region. These findings make it clear that Florida was home to complex societies long before recorded history, with people who adapted to their environment and developed advanced survival techniques. The fossilized remains of giant turtles and saber-toothed cats further confirm that Florida's prehistoric world was teeming with diverse and massive creatures. These animals thrived in an ecosystem very different from today's, surrounded by vast forests, rivers, and wetlands that have long since disappeared. The discovery of ancient mangrove roots offers valuable insight into how coastal ecosystems have evolved over time, shedding light on how plants and wildlife adapted to shifting sea levels and changing climates. The mangrove fossils serve as a reminder of the resilience of nature and provide essential clues about how modern mangrove forests might continue to adapt to current environmental changes. Meanwhile, the meteorite fragments found buried deep within Florida's wetlands connect the Earth's history with the mysteries of outer space, raising questions about how extraterrestrial forces may have played a role in shaping the state's geological past. The ancient shell middens scattered along Florida's coastline tell the story of early humans who lived off the land and sea, relying on marine resources for food, tools, and trade. These enormous piles of discarded shells are more than just remnants of meals. They reveal intricate details about human interaction with the environment over thousands of years. The tools and ornaments found among these sites show that these ancient communities were not only skilled hunters and gatherers but also artisans who created objects of cultural and practical significance. These findings deepen our understanding of how Florida's earliest inhabitants adapted to life along the coast, utilizing the rich resources available to them while leaving behind a legacy that researchers are still uncovering today. Each of these discoveries, whether buried underground, hidden beneath the water, or preserved in fossils, contributes to the ongoing story of Florida's past. They remind us that history is never fully written and that every excavation, every new scientific advancement, and every unexpected find has the potential to rewrite what we thought we knew. Florida is a land that continues to surprise, revealing new secrets with each passing year. The ancient past is not just something that exists in textbooks, it is all around us, waiting to be unearthed. Scientists, adventurers, and historians will continue their work, knowing that there is always more to discover beneath the surface. As we move forward, these findings also serve as an important reminder of the need to protect Florida's natural and historical sites. Whether it's the preservation of delicate underground aquifers, the conservation of ancient mangrove forests, or the protection of archaeological sites from urban development, these discoveries emphasize the importance of safeguarding the past for future generations. The land holds memories of time long before us, and by studying and preserving these sites, we ensure that these stories are not lost. Florida's history is still being written, and there is no doubt that even more astonishing discoveries await in the future, hidden just beneath the surface, waiting to be found. Thanks for watching. Keep it and stay tuned.